Straight to a penthouse, Miami Beach. Talk crazy on tweets. They don't want it cause I come to defeat. They don't want it. I peep, these niggas all sweet. Bamboo sticks all in the Jeep. It's a new weirdo every week. Get the work, put it up for my seeds. No care for the IG, just no care. Do anything for clout. They do anything for clout. Do anything for clout.
What it do, Democrats and Republicans? Okay, it's your girl Keisha, aka Color Me Pynk, and I am here with a new Spill the Tea video. Now, y'all know over here on the Color Me Pynk channel, we talk about celebrity gossip and reality shows and television shows and movies from time to time and fashion. But I never really get into my political bag. That's just not something that I gravitate to. But baby, when I saw this tea on our president, Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden, honey, I said, oh, the Tea Squad need to hear about this, especially with the upcoming election nearing. We need to know who is in our office, who are we supporting, who are we voting for. I want to know about your family, your moral value, all of that. And the stuff that's going on with Lil Hunter Biden really makes me give Joe Biden, okay, a side eye. Now, I didn't vote for him in the last election, child. I didn't vote for neither one of them, him or Trump, because I felt like either way we was effed. So I didn't vote. I'm going to be honest. But before we get into the tea on Hunter, let's take a look at his daddy, Joe, taking a tumble last week. Because y'all, what make it so funny is that he didn't even trip. All he did was step down, and I guess he stepped down on a part of the podium and he failed. Like, all he did was step 1 foot down and then took a tumble. And I feel like that's what you get because you're out here not claiming your grandbaby. Let's get into the tea about these two trifling asses. Let me give y'all a rundown on Mr. Robert Hunter Biden, who was born on February 4th, 1970. He is an American attorney, businessman, and artist. Isn't that rich? He is also a hedge fund, venture capitalist, and private equity fund investor who formerly worked as a lobbyist, banker, public administration official, and registered lobbyist firm attorney. Biden was a founding board member of BHR Partners, a Chinese investment company. In 2020, he began exhibiting his paintings. Now, let's get into a little bit of his personal life. So, Hunter married his first wife, Kathleen Buell, in 1993. They have 3 daughters, Naomi, Finnegan, and Maisie. The couple divorced in 2017. Biden began a relationship with Hallie Oliver Biden, widow of his brother Beau, in 2016. Remember, that was a huge scandal, child. The relationship ended by 2019. Biden also has another daughter born in August 2018 in Arkansas to London Alexis Roberts. We're going to get into that in a second. Yes, sir, Bob. But Biden married South African filmmaker Melissa Cohen in May 2019, within a week after first meeting her, the ghetto. Their child, a son, was born in March 2020 in Los Angeles. So Hunter has 4 children, 3 baby mamas, and started a relationship with his deceased brother's wife. Catch that tea. But now let's get into the scandal, honey. So you guys, on June 1st of this year, Fox News, as well as a slew of other reporters, reported that nearly 10,000 photos from Hunter Biden's laptop hit the web. A trove of photos from Hunter Biden's laptop has been made available to the public through a new website that launched Thursday. The website, BidenLaptopMedia.com, will house almost 10,000 photos spanning from 2008 to 2019 and took months to complete. Garrett Ziegler, the founder of nonprofit Marco Polo, told Fox News Digital, "It's taken us a couple of months to, one, go through the photos, about 10,000 of them, and redact the genitalia on the photos." Ziegler, a former Trump White House aide, said of the contents found on the laptop once owned by President Biden's son, "The number one thing we're about is truth and transparency," he said. "If the American people want to know what their first family is like, they're going to get it. And we're not going to be taking out photos that paint the Bidens in a good light." Ziegler also noted that several photos containing private information were redacted, including images containing social security numbers, banking information, and credit card numbers. Additionally, multiple nude photos of Haley Biden, the widow of Beau Biden, were redacted. Oh, they was over there getting freaky dicky. Of the many photos found on the laptop, Ziegler provided Fox News Digital with two never-before-seen photos from the laptop. One photo showed Hunter Biden cozied up to his then-lover Zoe Keston in 2018. The other image, featuring an array of drugs and a condom wrapper sitting on a table, was from a text message conversation Hunter had with Haley Biden, the widow of Beau Biden and former lover of Hunter Biden, the same year. Ziegler also noted that videos from the laptop will be available for public viewing at a later date. Describing why it will take longer for the videos from the laptop to be uploaded to the site, Ziegler said his team has to use AI tools to assist with censoring portions of the video because there's so much pornography. Ziegler said there are several questionable photos in particular that he believes reporters should take a look at. Woo-hoo! Child, these are just some of the photos that I was able to find on Google Images, child. Now, when he's cleaned up and sober, Hunter is a good looking man. But as you can see in the picture on the right, baby, when he is boozed and drugged up, allegedly, he looks a mess. He's giving me very much Captain D's Red Lobster tease, okay? And I'm not here for it at all. Then you have this photograph of his teeth. It's obvious he's like at a dental office. I don't know if he was getting his veneers redone. It looks like that's what was happening, but he looks a mess. Then you see him in this other photo in a room with a woman pulling her hair in a, sexual manner. They blurred out her face. He looks like he likes to party and have a good old nasty time. Biden has had a lifelong struggle with drug and alcohol abuse and detailed his struggles in his memoir, Beautiful Things. He believes his addiction can be linked back to trauma from the 1972 motor vehicle accident that killed his mother and sister. Also, Jill ain't his mama. I ain't know that. I thought Jill was his mama, child. Over the past 2 decades, Biden has been in and out of rehabilitation with long periods of sobriety followed by relapses. Following the death of his brother Beau, his addiction escalated and he claims to have been smoking crack every 15 minutes. Wow. A detailed analysis of Hunter Biden's hard drive by NBC News showed that Biden and his firm were paid $11 million from 2013 to 2018, and the funds fueled his addiction. Wow. In his autobiography, Beautiful Things, he said that the money from Burisma turned into a major enabler during my steepest skid into addiction and hounded me to spend recklessly, dangerously, destructively, humiliatingly, so I did. In early 2019, he had an intervention. Now, I'm going to assume that this text message that I'm about to read you was during his drug-infused haze. In this text message, he is corresponding with a hooker, pretty much. A prostitute, hooker, escort, whatever you want to call it. And in the gray is the person that he's talking to, and in the blue is Hunter. So the person says, she's a legend. None of these women are except for Diva, but Nicola and Diva and Ella and Lucy will all know quality girls who are like I am, distrusting and highly, highly wary of evil. I also have Denise, a German, 26. So Hunter says no to Lucy, I think. The person says, okay, so fine. Do you want foreign or domestic? Wow. He says, and you have to make the pitch directly. The person says, I can't give you effing Asian. Sorry, I'm not doing it. And he says, domestic foreigner is fine. The person says, I'd give you Isabella, but she has kids and an NBA ex-husband. He responds, no yellow. And then the person says Yasmin, and then the last part is blurred out. But he's calling Asian people yellow. I hope this is not any like sex trafficking, but that's because it's kind of sounding like that allegedly, which is so weird that they're even talking about women like they're groceries that you just pull off the shelf, which is so sickening and disgusting. Okay, disgusting. Now, mind you, I mentioned that Hunter had another child during his drug-infused haze or whatever. Now, this is the story that made me pay attention to Hunter Biden and his scandals, honey. So the New York Post in January 14th of this year did this article that stated Hunter Biden asked court to stop love child from taking his sullied surname. Yeah, he don't want his baby to have his last name because the mama is a stripper. The article reads, Hunter Biden asked a judge to deny his 4-year-old daughter from taking his surname, claiming it's a lightning rod for criticism and would rob the child of a peaceful existence. No, I think that you're just ashamed. I really honestly do. The first son's request on January 6th came aimed an ongoing paternity case against him in Independence, Arkansas, where Biden is fighting to lower his child support payments to baby mama London Roberts for their love child, Navy Joan Roberts. Roberts, 31, asked Circuit Court Judge Holly Mayer on December 27 to allow their daughter to take the Biden name, claiming it would benefit their daughter because it is now synonymous with being well-educated, successful, financially acute, and politically powerful. I mean, there's no lie in that. That would help her to take her, life moving forward far. But the president's erratic son, who was being probed for shady foreign business deals, battled crack addiction, and been filmed waving a pow around in the nude with a prostitute, disagreed about the value of his sullied surname. His lawyer fired off a motion the following week to ask the judge to deny Roberts' request, arguing that his daughter should decide for herself once the disparagement of the Biden name is not at its height. Boy, bye. Biden, who became the center of national controversy after emails and records on his laptop allegedly revealed a scheme to sell his father's influence for millions of dollars to American adversaries, cited criticism from his ex as proof that his family name is being dragged through the mud. Ooh, so he a no good son, child. You was about to turn on your daddy? Wow. Biden pointed to court filings from Roberts that referenced the federal probe into his tax affairs and his dealings with Ukrainian energy company Burisma in response to his request to lower his child support payments. Roberts' motivation is now political warfare against the Bidens, the first son claims, and reverses her efforts in late 2019 to redact their daughter's name and any other identifying information about her from the public court record. Her disparaging comments and various other motions and responses in this, Roberts says the Biden name will open opportunities for the girl just like it has for other members of the Biden family. She also claimed that the name change would make things right while her daughter remains estranged from the first family. So he don't even have nothing to do with this little girl. He's just paying child support for her, but has no relationship with her, nor does Joe or, Jill or anybody, which I think is just trashed because this baby is innocent and she is gorgeous. No matter who her mother is or how she was conceived, she's still here and needs to be acknowledged. To the extent this is misconduct of neglect, it can be rectified by changing her last name to Biden so that she may undeniably be known to the world as the child of the defendant and member of the prestigious Biden family, Roberts said in her filing. After Hunter Biden initially denied having sex with Roberts, a DNA test conducted in 2019 confirmed he is the father. Biden met Roberts, a former stripper, in Arkansas while she was working at a club in Washington, D.C. around the same time Hunter was dating his older brother's widow. So not only was you taking down your brother's widow, but you was out here just having, relations with random women. Gross. The dispute was settled outside of court in 2020 after the DNA results came in, but was reopened in September after Biden sought to lower his child support payments, citing a substantial material change in his financial circumstances. London Roberts declined to comment on the court proceedings, and her attorney, Clinton Lancaster, did not return requests for comment. Trash human being. Trash human being. Oh, but it gets worse. And this is why I have a problem with good old Joe. Okay, let's get on Joe. In May of this year, the Daily Mail reported that President Joe Biden on Friday once again declined to acknowledge the grandchild who is the product of a relationship between son Hunter and London Roberts, this time at an event celebrating a blockbuster achievement in women's sports. The president spoke about athletes in his own family while celebrating the NCAA women's basketball championship team from Louisiana State University with the team and its star Angel Reese standing behind him. He said all the real athletes in his own family were women. It's really neat to see you since I've got 4 granddaughters where we had some pretty good athletes. I wasn't a bad athlete. My brothers weren't. All the real athletes in this family were women, he said. Biden has 7 grandchildren, 5 of whom are girls. The 5th, Navy Joan, is Hunter's daughter. Hunter and her mother are engaged in a court fight over child support. You trifling. You real trifling, Joe. You real trifling. You old and rickety and should know better. Once again, that baby is innocent in all of this. She didn't ask to be born into this world. And I think that it is so disgusting that Hunter refuses to acknowledge this child, does not have a relationship with her. And I think that it's equally as trash that his father, our president, Joe Biden, refuses to even acknowledge this baby. Just trash. Trash, 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 trash. Y'all ain't no better than Trump. That's why I didn't vote for neither one of them, because I knew that it was a farce. A farce. And he talking about the last name being sullied because of, you know, all of his indiscretions, but you turned around and literally just had a son with your new wife in the same time span of when you got London pregnant. So make it make sense. That if that's the case, then your son with your new wife should have his mother's last name instead of yours. Make it make sense, sir. It does not. All of y'all are trifling. Trifling. I will not be voting for Joe like I did in the last go around. His old ass needs to get somewhere and sit down. And that's why he failed, because God don't like ugly. That was for your grandbaby that you refuse to acknowledge, sir. Trifling asses. Y'all let me know down below in the comment section what y'all think about all this foolishness. Straight foolishness. Your crackhead son, and then you ain't no better. Woo! Y'all make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.